And what was it? Wow, apology video, Final Fantasy something something. Oh, this one.
Entire career that we had announced a release date and had to
Look at how devastating
delay
it is,
it.
man.
So again,
Actually, so sad.
I feel really bad about this.
But by the way, like, regardless of how sad you are or not, like when you're doing an apology, going on camera and just being real is, I think, so important, and something that a lot of people just dodge out of. They'll pop this text with, they make the paint, they go like this. Are we gonna apologize? All right, one sec. We are very sad that this happened, and it will not happen again, I hope. Maybe. And then they pop this, they screenshot it and put it on Twitter, and that's literally it. Like, bro, if you're really sorry, just go out there, answer some questions, express how you really feel. This is gonna make people also understand you, and you know, it's gonna be actually good for your brand. It's good PR. This is good PR. Yeah, as sad as it looks, it's good PR. But I don't know, people like are always like scared out of it, and it's like somebody. We went to a PR person once, and we were just talking about something. Okay, there was some drama, and we had to solve it. The guy just told us, like, he heard our story, and he was like, the best PR you can do in general, and applies to almost any sort of situation. Just tell the truth in good words. Like, don't say something stupid, but just tell the truth. If anybody does that, it's generally fine. Like, unless you're actually evil. So, and like, I don't believe in somebody being like completely evil. I mean, you know, maybe some mental illness or something, but, you know, dude, like, just doing this is so much better than just doing a black picture with a paint. I don't know. I don't know why people don't do it. Meanwhile, apologies
Love
to
Alliance. You're an Alliance player, and you just want to be a fair-skinned, light-haired, blue-eyed elf. Sorry, the Horde is there waiting for you. Eye color's not quite the same. Maybe there'll be contact lenses in the future. We never know.
I mean, it is funny and all, but obviously it's also not the right comparison, right? But this guy always just smiles and does the eye thing. I love him so much. This guy is like the most sympathetic guy that I've ever seen.
いや、皆さんがね、有給取ったりもうね、してくれてるのも分かってたんで。
Yep. Why are you guys nerfing demonology warlocks to the ground?
Because we'd rather you didn't play demonology.
申し訳ありません。これから先。
What the fuck, dude? Ah, yeah, we all know this moment, dude. I think the demonology thing was probably like, that was like a joke, but obviously like him making this into a joke is not really respectful. At the same time, it was funny, probably.
An explanation on why you keep going with the GCD changes, despite the absolute majority of the player base being against it.
One sec, guys. The music is a bit too loud, I think. Can we get a further explanation on why you keep going with the GCD changes despite the absolute majority of the players streaming against it?
Getting out of the way early for those Q&A bingo players at home.
Wait, what?
Contract. Despite the absolute majority of the player base being against it. From Thondrak.
Alright, getting out of the way early for those Q&A bingo players at home. Let me pause 1.5 seconds, then I'll get right into this. Okay, so, yes, GCD.
Questions. I'm really excited to get to the answers of here.
Yeah, all the hard-hitting questions. We're going to get pet battles in. We're going to get clipping issues on helms.
本当にスクエアエニックス一丸となってファイナルファンタジーの名に恥じないだけの今回ゲームをリリースできたと自負してます。
ここから
I
先、
understand more from this Japanese talk than
MMORPG に
him.
は完成は
I mean, I think they probably like explained it a few times, but like then you just say, like obviously a lot of people don't like it. Yeah.
作ってきたファイナルファンタジーなので、これからもシリーズの中で皆さんと共に作っていくファイナルファンタジーとして5年10年もっとそれ以上、初心を今日この場所の初心を忘れずにまた運営を続けていこうと思います。本当にありがとうございます。そしてこれからもどうぞよろしくお願いします。
Any plans on curbing back the PvE world mob scaling? They feel like damage sponges even above heroic dungeon item level. So obviously we've been seeing a lot of discussion about this over the last couple of days, a few threads popping up on Reddit and so on. What's going on with the world scaling?
Well, so just take off your Heart of Azeroth and put it in the bank, and then everything is fixed. Moving on.
I think this is not good. When you have the comparison, it like really, you're like, wait, I thought Ian was actually cool, but you know, comparing the two, you're like, what the fuck, dude? What's this guy even talking about? Like, if you compare how they act, you know, I mean, he's making Final Fantasy look like WoW look quite bad. I think there are parts where it's not even like apology, right? A lot of it is just not responding to feedback. I think that's the main issue. I would have preferred to see actual apologies that were just bad, you know, from this video. It would be a bit more detailed, I feel like, and less memey, but would show more. For example, how they responded to us wanting to change, like pulling the ripcord and not doing it, and then doing it, and then acting like you know, except for the hardcore players, you know, people wanted this, but now that they don't want to either after 1 year, we're rewarding it, you know? Like, basically, we're just following the trend. This is what people wanted all along, except for the hardcore crazy fucks, like, that try hard all day and nerd it out with their neckbeards. Except for those, everybody wanted to play like this. So now that they don't want to, we're doing it, you know? We did everything right, basically. There's no apology in there. There's nothing. That's the tilting part, and that's what I would have expected to see in this video, actually, but he turned it a bit more meme-like. That's how it is. That's gonna get the clicks, but yeah. Or like when Shadowlands got delayed, what we got was the paint post, right? Black background, pop the Shadowland theme, and then we wanna delay it. I mean, I still didn't mind even back then when Shadowlands delayed. I did not say a single bad thing about it, because for me it's all about getting a quality game. If it takes longer, I couldn't give a shit, honestly. I'm completely fine with that. Dude, there's enough, boys. If you're like this mad about it, you need more hobbies. You need more things to do in life where you're like, oh, okay, I'll just go do this instead until it is out, you know? If they told me that they delayed it by 3 months, I'd be like, okay, whatever, who cares? More time to do other things, and then when it comes, it's gonna be good. It's all about getting a good game in the end that respects your time. It doesn't waste it with, you know, stupid queues that could have been super easy prevented, that are like foreseeable. Of course, sometimes non-foreseeable things can happen, you know, and you learn over time, you try to fix them. But when something is broken, you see it's gonna be bad, there's no point releasing it. It doesn't make sense. Like, what would you prefer? Like, people took time off. Okay, they take time off, they come home, they're like ready to pump, and then they can't play the game. Obviously, that's not better. So yeah, shit goes wrong sometimes. You delay it. So I wasn't mad at Blizzard when they did that, but there's a huge difference between their apology. Like, all this sexual harassment shit happened. Not a single person came on video and apologized. I know it's hard to do that, but I think they should have done that. You know, I mean, you know, that's my opinion. If I fucked up that hard, I would go out and apologize properly in front of press, in front of video, whatever, you know, my media is to communicate with people. I would not just write some text and be like, yeah, we're working on things, we're changing stuff. We could have done better. Not we fucked up, we could have done better. Expressing what you truly think and feel is gonna make people understand what you're going through and why you did what you did, and you know how it ended up like this. I mean, I mean, if you fucked up something, that's fine. You know, if you need a punishment, I mean, so what you're saying is, if lawyers are not fine with this, you probably did something bad that you cannot even go and express yourself. If that's the case, then yeah, then we know it like this. It's kind of good. Ian, if he came out and, you know, did this VentureBeat interview, instead of that, if he did a video and posted it, instead of this WoW Council thing where it's like 10-second clips of everyone, where it's like full PR and, you know, trying to make it look as good as possible, you make like a real talk video. I think that would be good. Cut it, you know, cut the. It doesn't have to be live, right? It can be a video that you can cut parts of and like discuss and stuff. But talk about it a little bit. Be real. Don't just put a, you know, complete PR the message that you probably didn't even write yourself. Like, come on, dude. Meanwhile, Yoshi P is spitting out the truth there.